What in the heck is wrong with you?
Walter.
Please what? Oh, let me guess. Have you get rid of your gambling debts? Get the bounty hunters off your back again? Oh, wait. That crazy man with a dog on his head is back, right? Seriously, Scummy, you need to lay off the jet. That stuff's killing you.
No. Listen to me, Walter.
Well, you've definitely got my attention. Now tell me what's gotten you so mad at the door. Oh, and guess who's paying for it this time?
Walter, please. It's very important.
Unless it's a new lead on that secret vault and loss, consider this man only half listening to you.
No, Walter.
Gonna be a chore trying to reattach my door. Heck, I might just need a new one installed with the way you broke it.
I'll cover the cost, I swear.
Out with it then.
Okay, just look, Walter. I know you have enough to worry about. I know. But there was this caravan run to Dallas last month, and, well, they were expected last night, and...
Last night? If that's the case, you should have busted down my door then.
Listen, we have caravans coming late all the time. Who knows what could happen out there, right? But this one's different, Walter.
How different?
Different enough. Colin over at the radio tower says he received a pretty funky distress signal from that caravan. It ain't too far, he says, but Mayor Carlisle says he can't spare no more guards for this. Says to get the cop down there immediately.
Mayor Carlisle needs to learn how to separate a soldier from a private eye. I'm not doing any more work that ain't under my category. Goodbye.
Walter, it's Red Caravan. He thought you'd like to see it personally.
What?
I'm sorry, Walter. That signal wasn't good as far as I know. Then again, I'm only a ghoul. What do I know?
You know how to smash in doors and deliver bad news, Scummy. Now move over so I can get my trench coat.
You've got to believe me, Walter. I try not to disappoint you. It's my fault for getting Red that job. I just thought she could use the credits for when she moved up to something bigger and better. You know. Please forgive me.
No, it's my fault for not paying my secretary enough to keep her in my office so she didn't have to get a second job as a caravan hand. Should have known how dangerous that job was. Just beat yourself up over the 20 caps you owe me. And don't touch my terminal.
Yeah, Walter. You can count on me. Honest.
I'm telling you, Walter, it's the strangest case of a missing caravan I've ever heard before.
What are the details, Colin? My secretary was on that run.
Yeah, I heard. And I'm sorry for what that's worth. I know you only recently arrived here in Plano, but trust me when I say it's hardly been this problematic before. If we can get this solved, Mayor Carlisle divert us from whatever halted Red's caravan. You know how he is about time and money.
He should be about diverting us from violence and casualties. I swear, he's starting to sound a lot like Carbon's mayor.
Usually I'd tell the newcomer to pipe down with comments about Mr. Mayor, but I can clearly see her the renegade type. Got to respect that to a degree. Anyway, the caravan distress signal wasn't your average Morse code message asking for help. Was a recording this one?
A recording? Do they sound as in trouble as I think?
Well, first picking up the signal I was expecting the worst. But listen to what they say, Walter. The result might shock you.
This is Dean Crawford of Plano Caravan 2, requesting immediate assistance. After a close encounter with feral ghouls near Addison Airport, our caravan was forced to seek refuge in an unmarked cave. But something must have lived here before we moved in. The deeper we move in the cave, the angrier it gets. Oh no. Red! Get this thing further into the cave. It needs to stay on. You hear me? Stay on! That's Plano Caravan 2, you hear me? Number 2!
Can't hear me.
fear for the worst, Mr. Detective.
Odd. I was expecting a raider ambush of some sort, but this may just require my expertise.
What you think it was, though? Yao Guai? I've seen caravans literally ripped apart by those things.
Could be, but that was a cave they were in. No Yao Guai would have trouble accessing its own cavern, and they can run faster than a ghoul with the Nuka shakes.
Well, what does that have to do with anything, Walter?
Because, Colin, they wouldn't have had time to record a distress message with a shifty animal like that around. A Yao Guai would have ripped them to shreds before they could even get a word out. And in its own home? I won't buy it.
Then what could it be?
I don't know. But whatever it was had Dean Crawford scared out of his pants. Red, too, but she scares easily. What was this caravan carrying anyway?
Number 2 usually only carries general supplies like small guns, ammo, medicine.
Sounds like a common mark for some lowly raiders. And there wasn't much food on this run?
Nothing beyond regular limits. This caravan doesn't sell food. Only bring their own and refill at settlements and outposts. You know the drill.
So that's all there is to it, eh? Caravan goes missing in a cave with a monster trying to get inside. And they send a distress signal as of...
This morning, 5 o'clock.
Good. There could still be time. Hopefully they found some sort of hiding place for the time being.
Well, wait. Don't you want some stock from the armory? You can't expect to take down a monster with a 6-shooter.
Yes. Tell the guards. I want a grenade rifle and a shotgun. Phosphorus rounds on the double. I've got a secretary to save.
Yes, sir.
This is Walter Camry, audio entry log number 8. I'm investigating the absence of Plano Caravan number 2 as of 3 hours ago. 3 known personnel with said caravan are Dean Crawford, head of the group, Connor Wilson, a guard, and my recently employed secretary, Miss Christina Redding. We call her Red. Others are currently unknown. The caravan's distress message informs me that after a brief altercation with ghouls near Addison Airport, they needed to seek refuge in a nearby cave. Oh, speak of the devil. Apologies for the interruption, though I think I found my first clue as to the whereabouts of this caravan. Addison Airport is in plain sight. This should be where they started heading for the cave. I'll keep you posted. Aha! Looks like there wasn't a dust storm last night. And that's definitely the hoof print of a pack brahmin. Let's see. Prints drive a little bit deeper into the sand. Definitely from all the supply it carries, adding the extra weight. Hoof marks get a little faded here. But they head toward that little cliffside. Must be where the cave is. And there it is. It sure is a tiny one. Wonder what could have been chasing them. This is Walter Camry, an extension of my last entry. As I walk toward the rocky cliffside, it's clear that the Plano Caravan has entered this dark passageway cut into the side of the cliff. And if the cavern stretches deep enough, I can only hope they held some ground in there. For now, I'm entering dark space. I guess big things come in small packages. Pretty good sized place. Best get the flashlight out on the shoddy. Well, sure smells like a cave. Yep, something's definitely been living here all right. It smells potent, but it's stale. So that can't be what I'm hoping not to find in here. Looks like it gets a lot darker just ahead. Gotta be where Dean and his men ran off to. Oh, deep breath, Camry. Deep breath. This is Detective Walter Camry, picking up from audio entry number 8. My trip deeper into the cave has seemed almost endless at this point. I can only say I'm glad the walls have narrowed enough for me to run my hands along them. Why? Because at least this way I won't get lost. If it were one of those big caves, this detective is bound to screw himself. Just like his secretary. Red? Is that you? Hold on, Red. The walls are starting to spread out. Are you up here? The room, it's getting bigger. Here I am, Red. Where are you? Are you hurt? Red? Are you here? Hello? To whatever or whomever has the Plano Caravan, I'm a detective from the city here to take them back. I'm willing to compromise, but one way or another, I'm getting them back home. You hear me? Red! What's that lighting up the corner over there? Steady now. What is that? Some down protectron? Wait, is that an old jukebox? What kind of sick trick is this? Were those screams just recordings?
A Halloween favorite, yes.
Who said that?
It is only you and I that share this den.
You see that? Those aren't any ordinary rounds. They're phosphorus. One little impact and you'll burn alive. Now this room is too big and too dark for me to know where you're hiding. But just you wait. I'm used to nailing shots in the dark. Now reveal yourself and what you've done with the caravan.
To remove the shrouding nature of my den, I have little issue with, though your resulting actions may conflict with your request. And as for the caravan, well, their fates are solely up to you.
You think I wouldn't give up my life for theirs? I would, gladly. But if it means taking yours, I would, gladly.
As you wish, detective.
Oh my. Sir, I don't know if you've noticed, but there seems to be an angry-looking Deathclaw in your cave.
Oh, really? Does it seem to be walking closer to you now?
Good Lord. You can go ahead and step out of the black curtain now. This isn't funny one bit.
You referenced the possibility that I may be mechanical. Interesting.
You're not serious. You can't be.
Ah, but I am, Detective Camry.
You know my name?
As I do many, though out of them all, you are the only human I wish to speak with, and not consume.
I've seen my share of things cryptic the wasteland can throw at me. But this tops them all. A talking Deathclaw. Well, I'll be.
And the human that maintains his own sanity enough to carry out a conversation with a Deathclaw that speaks. Perhaps you are more remarkable than I suppose you forgot the initial reason of your departure from Plano.
I see that gutting wanderers isn't on your mind.
Not today, no.
And I want answers. Where's the caravan, and where's my secretary? I can't hog-tie and interrogate a Deathclaw, so I guess a few shells of the face might have to suffice.
Unless you dragged a pair of mini-nukes and enough space along with you, then consider your plan both canceled and irrational. I know who you are, Camry, and I know what you want.
You did call my name a few times, didn't you?
Precisely. It was a long search, but my list, per se, narrowed its crosshairs on you in the end.
For what, exactly?
In layman's terms, for someone with a good head on his shoulders, someone with intelligence and grit, Someone with almost natural-born military experience. A quality I see very few times in my lifetime.
I don't know why I'm flattered by hearing that from a Deathclaw. Just because the Rads gave you the ability to speak doesn't separate you from your brethren. Now what in the heck could I do that could compensate for that caravan?
So you've decided to listen.
Looks like that's all I can do.
Well, for starters, no form of residual radiation is responsible for my existence, nor the reason I speak. I am a product of man, originally known as Triceros jacksoni. That was until some experiments began, but that's a different story.
Cut to the chase, Deathclaw. Lives are in the balance.
Oh, the Plano Caravan is within my reach, Mr. Camry. Just see to it that what I'm about to ask is done.
I'm listening.
I hail from California, more specifically, Vault 13.
Why, you? You're from a vault?
I see that's piqued your interest. Good.
Impossible. No way has a Deathclaw been inside a vault.
What brings you to that conclusion, detective?
Because I know what they're meant for. Believe it or not, I've met an overseer of one of those things before, and he specifically told me vaults were meant for humanity. And not only that, pre-war humanity. Take a good look in the mirror, lizard man. You're a product of the world after, nothing more.
Sorry to disappoint you, detective. Vault Tech wasn't all it was boasted to be. But anyway, we weren't issued in Vault 13 originally. We, a pack of my kind, were planted there by an organization I know you're somewhat familiar with.
Sorry, I'm not aware of Big Ugly Lizards Anonymous. Do they have weekly meetings where they talk about their cravings for human flesh?
Wise, but you shouldn't toy with your prize. We were plants serving in the Enclave back in 2241.
The Enclave? Great Scott. They've tamed Deathclaws?
They've achieved much greater, I assure you. But yes, the Enclave had us replace many of the residents of that vault. Though our orders were already set in motion, our laughingstock of a leader, Gruthar, wished to make peace with the remaining dwellers. My body and mind still bled and contemplated for the Enclave, but Gruthar's influence had an effect on the rest of the pack. In short, they went soft on us. They went soft on us all.
Good to know there's a sensible group in your gang.
My orders were received, and I intended to carry them out for my superiors. But Vault 13 was the end of the line for me. My mission, at least. Wrongly exiled from my brothers, I remained in hiding in the most secluded areas of California. And after some time alone, probably losing sight of my own sanity, my intended job included, I returned to Vault 13 in hopes to live with my brethren. Well, fortunately, when I found them slaughtered.
No, you were right. Very unfortunate. Their minds weren't corrupted like yours by those monsters.
They were AWOL.
They were thinking rationally. I believe in following orders without question, too. But the senseless slaughter of innocent families knowingly would send me straight to my commanding officer's face so I could spit in it.
Why, you... Fine. Then if you care about doing the right thing, you wouldn't mind serving your country now, would you?
I already do.
Good. Then you should have no trouble stealing a major component I need from a heavily fortified compound now taken residence by Caesar's Legion.
Excuse me?
You do wish to return to that bunny, don't you?
How do you know about Bunny?
I received a tip about her.
How?
I have my sources. Since I found my way to the Texas Commonwealth, I thankfully reconnected with my Enclave superiors, who ever so graciously gave me this job as a maiden voyage to prove my worth once more. Ah, Bonnie. of slip of a thing, yes.
Where is she? Is she okay?
Relax, Detective. She remains in the confines of Vault 54, unharmed. We both want to change that, and I know just how to do it.
When I left that tin can, it was already reducing to shambles. What in the heck could you, or the Enclave, want from that place?
That is classified, but putting it plain and simple, we want the vault and everyone in it. Though we'd be willing to spare the girl.
And how do I know you just won't drag me and Bunny back into the fold when I only think you'll let us free?
You don't. But the question is, would you risk it all for that one and only chance? Think of it. You can get your secretary and your girl back, along with that rowdy caravan. Well, don't tell me you forgot about her, Walter.
I didn't. But two benefits of mine seem to be outweighing the benefits of yours and the Enclave's.
We'll be getting the component we need, and the vault. Consider that our two benefits. Funny, I mentioned you would be leaving the remainder of the vault citizens to us. Seemed to slip your mind.
Because I don't totally believe they're alive anymore. I wonder what became of the authority in there. That crooked officer Jensen had a few leftovers under his rule. Poor Bunny. Can't believe she made it. Wait, yes I can. That girl could drop 3 NCR Rangers like flies.
So you're in?
Huh? Oh yes. As long as I get what I promised, I'll do this one job for you. But only this job, you hear me? I'm doing this for the safety of the caravan and Bunny. Not for your sick, twisted ideals, whatever they are.
Whatever eases your mind, Detective.
Now, what was this about Caesar's compound? You want me to invade it?
Not invade, infiltrate. This was once a military base that held very sensitive projects before the Great War. One of them being a prototype which is intended to be used for once impenetrable army barricades. Something that would make battering rams a thing of the past. It somehow loosened everything that made a wall, or in this case a vault door, strong. Brute force just won't cut it with Vault 54. Something you and that girl triggered in there caused a sort of sealant, clamped the door tighter than normal.
I'm no science man, but the vault's former overseer informed me that once the door was shut, it was going to be shut for good.
Which this component should alter, provided my superiors in the Enclave get it, with whatever they're using for this procedure. The military base you're about to enter was overrun by Legion forces about 4 years ago. It used to be a small-time Brotherhood post. Easy prey. But now, that component, last known as XQS-T22, we like to call it the can opener, lies within the base with those Neanderthals.
Where exactly in the base can I start looking for it? The last place I want to be lost in is a Legion camp. The things those folks do to people.
We can't say. The place is so fortified and protected that we can't make heads or tails of its location.
You're the Enclave. Just send in a vertibird and rain fire on them. That's what you do to settlements, right?
We're strong, but not here. Not this Commonwealth. We're only a small cell, ducking from the Brotherhood influence in Texas. Caesar has topped us in numbers. And them trying to fight us would be like throwing rocks at a tank. But still, we cannot risk something unfortunate, even if the odds are in our favor.
I see. So I need to find this bottle cap popper for vaults, give it back to you, and I can get Bunny plus the caravan. Is that right?
Though the task is risky, yes. Simple as that.
Well, let's get moving then. I don't want to tangle with Caesar's men, but if I have to for my friends, I could honestly care less.
Good to hear.
Say, what's your name anyway?
Draco. You can call me Draco.
Pretty fitting for a Deathclaw. You really think that cloak and hood is hiding your size?
Humans aren't scared of the outside. They're scared of the inside. Back before the war, I think that line could be twisted into something romantic. I think.
Well, I don't know what's worse. That I'm about to enter a camp full of savages, or that I have a bloodthirsty mutant by my side.
In this case, consider yourself lucky. This bloodthirsty mutant is trying to keep you alive.
This is one big setup for an even bigger knockdown. I can feel it.
Show some enthusiasm, detective. If the Enclave can't open that vault, no one can. You just need to play the part of the carrier pigeon. Get us that part, and we'll take it from there.
I don't know the first thing about the Legion, except the fact they like to crucify their victims.
Really?
Well, I'm aware some lunatic named Caesar runs the racket. I know nothing of their ranks and practices.
It's the least organized out of the major wasteland armies. Infiltration should be quite simple. Oh, and your temporary name is Brutus, while behind enemy lines.
Great.
Hey, you're doing a great thing, like it or not. Don't think too much about it. Just get in there, find the component, and meet back with me. From there, I can escort you to Vault 54.
Looks like a cyclone's brewing up.
I know, which means I cannot stay here long.
I guess I better get moving the...
Walter, look.
You see that?
Yes, that's a Legion patrol.
I see about 3 of them.
I stand higher. I count 4. You see that man with the wolf pelt on his head?
Yeah?
That's a Legion Vexillarius.
Oh, what?
A Vexillarius. Never mind the name. It's the title that matters.
So the Vex, whatever it's called, is the ringleader. Perhaps that can get me into the can opener a bit faster due to his authority.
No, it's too risky. A standard soldier's uniform would suit you better. Would draw less attention.
Good planning. Though it may be harder. So how should we do this? Old West style? I think that cyclone should cover my gunshots.
I can do you one better. Wait here.
Yikes.
There. A standard Legion uniform. A tad scratched. But the rest will only conclude it was from fighting profligates.
You, really know how to deliver.
I learned from the best. Now undress this bloody carcass so we can get to work. My hands, you see.
Chances are this is gonna go pretty bad. I'm sure I've made it through worse. What are these? Football pads?
You should also take this 2-way radio. Keep in touch. Just use it when absolutely necessary, however. And in a secluded location. Remember, your name is Brutus, nothing more.
Brutus. Got it. Boy, do I look like an idiot in these garbs. What in the world do these Legion fellows want out of life? These look like the front gates.
Heads up. I see guards out front. Slightest notion you're not the first man in that suit. You're dead meat.
Better come up with something fast. I think they see me.
Send them to me. That should take care of the guard problem.
Gotcha.
Halt! The afternoon patrol has 5 more hours on duty. And why do you return alone?
By the Legion, there's an NCR battalion on but 1,000 paces away. They've killed our patrol.
You fool! Retreat is not an option. You spill blood in the name of Caesar until the last breath. If capture is inevitable, you spill your own blood. Wait. Did you speak of the bear?
Yes, the bear strikes today. I had to tell my brothers under the bull, or the Texas Commonwealth may perish. Hurry, I say, hurry.
Come, men! The very fabric of Kaiser's legacy is at stake. And you inform Marcus before anything. If what you say is true, the sands will be dyed with blood. Our way.
Yeah, our way. You pick that up, Draco?
I'm not picking anything up. Dinner is coming to me.
Oh, the Deathclaw has humor. Well, now that the lookout is gone, I'll be going in as Brutus. Numbskull's left the gate open for me.
Good. Then I'll be cutting off communications unless something dire is needed.
Fine by me. Wow, they really turned this military base into a boneyard.
Welcome to the new ancient Rome. Don't let your natural instincts to help humans show here. The sight of maltreatment and slavery are common under their banner. Whatever you do, don't help them. Chances are their humanity died a long time ago.
My lord.
They're worse than the slavers, Walter. Slaves in the Legion are not product. They are objects. No need to grow attached. I'm just giving you a heads up, Walter.
If the Enclave had good intentions, they'd level this place. I can't bear the sight of this place already. Oh no, I'm starting to see the crosses.
The man who mentioned, Marcus. That's more than likely a Legion Centurion. He'll be the proprietor of this fine establishment.
The men that are dressed like sports mascots, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, not much more to it then. I'll be doing my best to get in the bunker despite me being a grunt in this army.
I'll see you with the component then. Draco, over and out.
Well, you're on your own for now, Walter. And it looks like you have 3 options in this stink hole. Straight ahead looks like the office of the big man. Don't want to try my luck with the highest authority just yet, so cross that off for now. To the right of me are some slave pens. Poor saps. They could lend me some valuable information, though. Then again, I don't know if poor Brutus here owned any. I don't even know the ownership system here. Blast. Alright, that's my second resort. For now, I'll have to see what those boys at the front of the door to the bunker have to say about it. Who are you?
My name is Jacqueline.
Yes?
I thought I was dead in that wagon. They woke us up a few hours. I don't know. They knocked me out at the casino. They'll tell you if you say no.
Ma'am, you're going to need to be more collected to tell me what's happening.
My boss, Sal, he slipped me the Mickey Finn in the lobby. I woke up just a few hours ago. I don't know what to do. We can't be too far from Freeside, right?
Jacqueline, is it?
Uh-huh.
I don't know where you think you are, but this is Texas.
What? What?
Hey, there she is.
No, please, no.
Got her. Let's
No.
take her to the pens.
Don't go to the Gomorrah. They'll sell you. They'll sell you.
You're only here for the component, Walter. You're here for the component. There's the entrance to the base.
Oh, wait.
Yes, our way. Say, I was wondering if I could get into the base for some important business, if that's no trouble.
Your business is your own. What I need to know is if Marcus gave you the proper clearance for entry.
Oh, yes. Marcus gave me the okay.
Good. What's the passphrase?
What?
The passphrase. Marcus issues 1 of 10 to enter the base.
I wasn't issued one, I'm afraid.
Come back after you've asked him.
Well, you know how he gets when you're the one asking him questions.
No, I don't.
Well, look, I really need to get in there, and Marcus won't be too happy when I mention you're the one who didn't let me in.
Do you threaten me, whelp?
If I must.
That's quite bold of you, Initiate.
Initiate?
Yes, you useless mutt. What exactly do you think you are in this camp,
I am Brutus, slayer of prolificates.
Ha! The only thing separating you from a profligate is that suit you wear. No.
Either you attempt to gain respect through dominance, or you yearn for the cross that badly.
No. The cross can wait. I just want access is all. There's no need for unnecessary conflict.
Again, you conflict yourself. Not even the lowest follower of Caesar's mighty legion attempts to reason when combat is presented. If not combat, Marcus remains idle in his office.
But
Yet you refuse to go see Marcus alone. Perhaps we should see him together then.
No, wait, hands on that kind of dough.
Time to get the darn thing open. Make sure the overseer pulls the lever to keep that door open, and we get to leave with a larger payout than we could count.
This job sounds more shady than downtown New Reno.
There's two rules. You look him in the eye when he's talking to you, and you only speak to him when spoken to.
I could tell from the start, this was going to be a case I would never forget.
War. War never changes.